What's up, my dudes? Damn, it's been a minute since I hit me a long one like that. So, got a pretty insane donation here. Biggest donation I've ever gotten in my entire career on YouTube. So, thought I'd make it a bit of a bigger deal. So, this is a donation from a dude named Anthony Mobbs. He says, I'm really enjoying your content, especially on Monster Energy Supercross 2. Thanks for putting the word out there for real motocross fans like myself on the issues with the game. Want to game with you, but I'm rocking the Xbox One X. Good luck and keep up the good content. So, yeah, man, I don't know if you realize, basically, you pretty much doubled my biggest donation that I've ever had before on YouTube. And by the way, he donated $60, so I just wanted to say that. My biggest donation I ever had before was like $30-something. So to me, it feels like I'm getting, $6,000 here. That's how big it feels to me. I know it's just $60, but definitely wanted to shout that guy out because that was pretty insane. He basically bought the whole game for me here. So, yeah, that was awesome. Anthony Mobbs, man, $60 donation. You'll definitely go down in the history books. I'll put you on the top 10. Obviously, top of the top 10 list. You'll be top of the monthly list, all that kind of jazz on there. So, yeah, I'll get you on that stuff, man. But I appreciate the hell out of it. Means the world to me. So, okay. Because you guys know with YouTube, especially being a smaller YouTuber, it's pretty hard to make money on this puppy. I mean, like, when you're not really breaking out of that, like 4,000 or 5,000 view on your videos, when you're not really breaking past the 5,000 view mark, getting into the 10,000 plus, pretty hard to make money because your like actual money per views is not that high, because the bigger views you get, the more money you make per views. And you guys know, basically, I don't put a whole lot of ads on my videos like a lot of those other channels do. I just put one ad on each one of my videos because I think that's retarded when some of those channels literally put like 7 ads on one 10-minute long video. It's like, holy God, bro, you can't even watch the freaking video. So that's just something I do for you guys. I just put one ad on each one of the videos. That's it. I don't put any more. I could make a 40-minute long video and only put one ad on it, right? I just think that when you watch a video, you shouldn't have to go through more than one ad. That's just my own personal opinion, and so that's what I do. So it means a lot when I get, like a $60 donation. It's basically like I got a video that got 40,000 views on it or something crazy like that, money-wise. So basically, the whole reason why I'm titling this video New DLC is because I don't want people to get that confusion in thinking that I'm talking about the DLC that's already in the game, okay? Because there's day 1 DLC for this game that's like, you can go in there and get, you can buy like separate gear packs and stuff like that. That was in the first game as well. Kind of just like that, some smaller day 1 DLC stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like brand new, full-blown DLC, like big track pack style DLC that we're going to possibly be getting in the future. You would just pretty much expect that out of this game. I'm pretty sure in the first game you got the damn, Monster Energy Cup. Okay, listen, Milestone, for the love of God, whatever you do, do not give us the Monster Energy Cup in DLC. Whatever you do, man, I promise you that is the last thing we want in this game DLC-wise, man. Like, the last thing we want is to have another Supercross track in a Supercross track only game where we've got 17 other Supercross tracks on it and the custom track Supercross track stuff. Like, I'm telling you right now, that is the last thing people want in this game right now, Milestone. So, please, for the love of God, I don't want to see a Monster Energy Cup DLC with just another Supercross track with a different track layout. We've already got too many Supercross tracks, man. So in my opinion, if I could just kind of sort of figure this all out in my mind on what the perfect sort of DLC would be for Supercross 2, the official video game. First of all, I think it should be free, okay? And I know it's going to sound kind of crazy to some people, but listen to me, okay? Hear me out, right? I think their first, like, sort of track DLC pack, whatever they put into this game, really does need to be free on it. I mean, I honestly think it should be, just for simply the lack of content in this game. $60 AAA, like, no joke game, but yet just so lacking in the content. So just a way of sort of giving back to the fans that are continuing to support you. I would just assume making your first track DLC being free, it would really sort of make you seem more like a human and not just like a robot that's trying to spit out more money and trying to make more of a cash cow money machine game, right? It would make you seem more like a human making a game. Be like, oh, hey guys, we've been giving you about half of the content you would normally expect in a AAA motocross game for our past 5 games. Maybe we'll just give you a free DLC, free track DLC for the first one, right? You know, we made you pay for the compound in the first game. You know, maybe we'll just give you a free one for once, right? And let me tell you what will happen when you do that, Milestone. You'll make every bit of that money back that you would have made off of charging us for the DLC. You'll make every bit of that back just from the respect you'll gain from all of your fans of your game that continue to buy your games. More people will want to buy your games. More people will want to continue to buy your next game. That respect pays dividends, man. And if you start losing that respect and you start giving us, you know, this super low amounts of content every one of your games and continuing to charge us max amounts of money for AAA price motocross games, you're going to lose that respect, and it's going to get to the point where no one even wants to buy your game anymore. I think a lot of big companies out there lose sight of that aspect of it. They lose sight of that whole, like, actually having that relationship with your customers and being straight up with your customers, being like, okay, you know, we'll give this to you for free, right? We'll give you this free DLC. Like, I think your first DLC should be free, and whatever you want to do after that, you can do, but I just think there are certain things you need to put in this game for free. They should be in here, period. And a lot of people get this confused about this game, but there's a lot of things that are in this game that just simply should have been in the first game. Like, period. Like, what, quote-unquote, like, newer things in this game, right, that should have been in the first game. So, it's stupid to even look at it like it's a new thing. You understand what I'm saying? Some people look at, like, for instance, some of the custom, the track editor, new custom pieces on that. Some people look at that like, oh, the new sand corners and the new, you know, big Talladega corner up in the stands, some of those new little pieces, they look at that like that's some super new thing, when in reality that should have just been in the first game, because that's just standard Supercross track shit. That should have been in the first game, but it wasn't in the first game because of these 0.5 minimalistic content experiences that they give you with these milestone games. They're so lacking in that sense that it takes 2 games of a milestone game before you even get the standard shit, like the expected shit in a game. You understand what I'm saying? So don't even look at some of that stuff like it's new, because it's not, dude. That is just to be expected. That's like, thank God we actually finally can make a sand corner. I mean, damn, man, I expected that in the first game. You know, some stuff like that. I mean, you just expect it. But either way, so yeah, Milestone, for the love of God, please make your first DLC free, and then whatever the hell you want to do after that, you can do whatever you want to do. You can charge people for it, whatever you want to do. I don't care. But the first one, you need to just give that to the fans. Just do a good thing for the fans, man. I mean, honestly, that's business-wise, that's smart business. Like, because you're actually going to make that money back with respect, okay? You know, don't be so caught up in the drawing boards and the, you know, the spreadsheets and how to make more money. You know, actually pay attention to the content that you're giving to your fans that continue to support you. That's where you're really going to make your money. You know, that respect is what gets it for you, man. And it's just like me on my YouTube channel, right? Not putting 35,000 ads on every single one of my videos, only putting 1 ad on each one of my videos. People realize that shit. Like, that's some G shit. That's some, like, hell yeah, Spencer. Like, you're not one of these YouTubers out here just blowing us up with ads, so then therefore people want to watch my videos more. I make more money off them because they want to watch my videos more. They donate to me. They do all these things. You know, and you make that money back with the respect, and you grow a bigger fan base, which is going to eventually make you more money in the long run. So you get all of that, right? One thing I've learned about business is you never want to look at the short term. You know, how to make a quick buck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick buck. You know, you don't want to look at it like that. You want to look at the long-term business. How are you going to gain a fan base? How are you going to gain respect? And it works the exact same way for gaming companies, right? If you're not giving us respectable amounts of content for a normal amount of money, like a normal price, then people are not going to just accept that. I mean, obviously your hardcore fanboys are just going to, you could give them 5 Supercross tracks for $60 and they're still going to love you to death. So that's a whole different animal in that sense. But like us normal people that actually realize like standard amounts of contents in games, like we realize like you're cutting us short here on these games. We're not stupid. You know what I mean? Like we understand. So, okay. So let me get to the first DLC I think that would be just, you know, absolutely perfect. Like I would come on here and be like, hell yeah, Milestone, you're doing the exact perfect thing. This is what okay, let me put it to you this way. If I was head honcho at Milestone, this is what I would put in the first DLC, okay? I would put 3 motocross tracks in here, okay, that are totally different biome than any other track in the game. So put like maybe a tropical motocross track with a little beach on the side, and then maybe you could have like two tracks on one biome, and then have 2 other tracks that are in a snow biome or something, you know, on the same track. You could do like 2 different motocross tracks on each one of the 3 different biomes. So technically you'd have like 6 new motocross tracks. And then maybe do one on a more deserty style field, or just another woodland motocross track type thing. I would put that in there, okay, just as a, hey guys, right, we understand we only give you Supercross tracks in our $60 motocross game. Like, this is just for you guys. It's for the fans. You know, that in a DLC would be just awesome. That's what I would expect a company to do at your caliber. That's like what I would expect. I mean, seriously. So that in my eyes, if I was a game developer, that would be like absolutely must do, gotta do it, gotta put it in there type thing. But, you know, a lot of the people at Milestone don't look at it that way. So, and just putting more custom pieces in the track editor, I think that's going to be a really important thing for them. That'd be so cool to see just a custom track piece DLC where they just add more to it, period, in general. I think that would be massive for the game. You know, if they just went in there and added 50 more custom track pieces, that'd be so damn cool for the track editor on here. But also, I think it'd be cool in the DLC just to have like 2 more free ride compounds, you know, and make like more trail type sections. Don't put these ghetto ass block walls where you can't go in certain areas. Oh, Milestone, why do you feel the need to do that? That makes no sense. You know, when most people hop into your motocross game, they think of it like, man, let me just go check out that compound real quick. Let me go look at that compound. And then they get on your compound and realize, oh, hey, I can only actually ride on like 1/4 of the actual compound because every single area is blocked off. Fuck. Milestone, like I've literally had people tell me that in Discord, dude. Like, people tell me, damn, what's up with those walls in the compound? Can't even go to everywhere in the compound. That's stupid. Like, all I wanted to do was just go check out the compound. Got to unlock all this random shit. You can't even go on the motocross area of the compound at all until you do a complete 450 career mode, which is not something that you just, you know, shimmy sham through real quick. Like, it's going to take you a little bit of time. Why would you limit where we can go on your tracks in a game that already has so low amounts of content? You're going to restrict where we can go in the one compound that we do get. Oh, Milestone, good God. Good God Almighty. I do not understand your mind at all. Why in the absolute fuck would you block off areas? Like, I could almost understand, let's just say they had this compound where you could go everywhere on it from day one. You didn't have to unlock anything, but let's just say when you finish the 450 motocross career, maybe you unlock like a whole new compound, right? Like, I could almost understand that a little bit, but you're only one singular compound that you have in the game. You can't even hardly ride on it because of everything that's blocked off. Like, either give us a compound that we can ride on everything with, or don't let us get on the compound at all until we unlock something. Don't make this halfway in between, like we can ride on it, but half of it we can't go on because it's blocked off. Like, come on now, Milestone. We can't be having that shit. So, if they added, like, my perfect DLC scenario in my mind for Supercross 2 would be like 3 new biome motocross tracks would basically come out to 6 new motocross tracks, okay? 2 new free ride compounds that you can go everywhere on the compound, nothing's blocked off, and then new custom track pieces in the game. That would be, and then custom track actual new areas that you can ride on and that kind of thing, like being able to make your track editor tracks just totally outside on your compound areas, not in a stadium. So that's my opinion. And then obviously adding 2 strokes. I mean, the standard ass content that's just totally missing from this game. There's so much of it. 2 strokes are in MXGP Pro, not in this Supercross 2 game at all. No 2 strokes. Yeah, all you 2 strokes lovers out there, just, nah, we're not worried about you at all. Just no 2 strokes. No big deal. No 2 strokes in our new AAA game in 2019, even though we just had it in MXGP Pro. Don't worry about it, guys. Can you guys just maybe like forget about that? We'll just sweep that one under the rug, right? No 2 strokes. No 2 strokes. Milestone, I'm not going to sweep that shit under the rug, dude. That's some bullshit and a half. Like, what the fuck? But it's like, if they can't even put 2 strokes in the base version of the game, it's kind of stupid saying, hey, add 2 strokes in DLC. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm saying right now because that doesn't even make any sense. Because, like, if they don't even have enough passion to give it to you in the base version when they just had it in their game before, I don't even know what to say. Like, obviously, that would be, I would never pay for that in DLC at this point. I'm talking about free DLC. Just give it to you type shit, right? Give us 2 strokes. Give us 50cc bikes, right? That's shit you just need to give us at this point, in my opinion. But that's what I think they should do with the DLC pack for this game. And then if they want to expand further than that, then they can start charging for it. But that's all like critical free content DLC I think should be put in the game. At least 3 new motocross tracks. At least 25, 50 new track editor pieces. At least 1 or 2 new free ride compounds with enduro sections and enduro cross areas and stuff like that. I mean, that is like bare bones, minimalistic, that's just what I expected to be in the base version of this game, and it's just not. It's just not, man. So either way, that's my opinion on the whole DLC thing. For the love of God, Milestone, do not give us a Monster Energy Cup DLC. Like, we don't want that. We really don't want that. I promise you, we don't. Like, we have enough Supercross content. We have enough Supercross tracks. Somebody has probably already went in there and made a Monster Energy Cup replica in the track editor. Like, we don't want that as paid DLC. I guarantee you 99% of us guys don't want that as DLC. We want something different. We want something new. Something else. Like, that's really what we want. So, either way, boys, that's kind of my opinion. That's stuff I'd love to see in DLC for this game. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Milestone, it'd be cool if you could just take these walls off of here so we could actually experience the super low amount of content that's actually in your game. Because all you're doing is cutting off content. You're actually making your game feel even smaller than it already is by blocking off all these areas. Like, it's just pointless. That's not what you should be unlocking in the game. You shouldn't be unlocking little areas in the one singular compound track the only one compound track that you get in the game. That shouldn't be something you should have to be trying to unlock. Things that you unlock is like gear and crazy bike skins, like your Inferno wicked looking, which I thought that was kind of cool. The whole Inferno, like, kind of changing, morphing bike skin that you have in the game, bike graphic. That's the kind of stuff that you unlock. You have to do stuff. Actually having to unlock pieces, parts of a compound, that makes no sense. That just makes your game feel small, makes it feel just kind of like no one really wants to do that. Like, I don't want to have to go do all these little challenges just to unlock one little area on your compound. Like, I don't want to have to do that. I just want to ride on your tracks. I just want to play your game. You're not even letting me play your fucking game. Oh my God. It's like, I wish they could understand that, but either way, that's my opinion for the DLC. I think the first one should be free. Being the whole, like, 3 new motocross tracks, new custom track pieces, a new compound track. That should just be free. 2 strokes, all that. That should just be free. Now, if you want to go in there in the future and add, like, a, more of an actual enduro race area, like a whole enduro full-blown DLC, maybe it's got, like, 10 new enduro tracks, and you add, you know, logs and rocks and all this shit to your track editor. You get these crazy mountain area track design, custom track areas you can make, enduro areas, your own trail tracks, and be able to place tree objects where you want to put them, in bush objects and rock objects and log crossing, water pond area. You know, if you want to have like this full-blown crazy enduro hair scramble trail DLC where you just totally give us fuckload of that kind of stuff in there, and you want to charge us like, you know, $10 for that or something, I can understand that. Like, I can get that, because that's kind of going out on a crazy ass limb. Like, that would be doing a lot for the game. But the standard shit that you just expect in here, that should just be free. That kind of stuff should just be free, in my opinion. Free DLC. But if you want to go on this crazy, you know, trail DLC type stuff, that would be a way to go about making paid DLC and it actually being like somewhat worth it, you know what I mean? But other than that, I don't know what else you would really do to make like a super paid DLC. If you want to go in there and do like a full-blown motocross series with 16 or, you know, whatever, 10, 12 full-blown motocross track rounds, have a full-blown motocross track editor area where you can make these big motocross tracks, big sweeping rutted corners, pre-made rut, custom track pieces with, you know, huge tabletops, all this crazy stuff. You could charge $10 for that as DLC or something. That would be a way to go about kind of making a different paid DLC in that sense. But if it's not anything that massive, do not charge us for the DLC. Don't do it, because it's not worth it. I'm just telling you right now, it's not worth it, man. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.